Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. Oh, and they're going to get him again. 2 plays, 2 sacks by the defense.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays.
This offensive play caller, he's got to help out his offensive line right now. Some screens, some quick game, some run game. They've got to slow down this pass rush because so far here early, they have had no answers for it.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long.
Come on, set. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Throwing, Jameis. They'll try to set up the screen here. Whoa! And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Winston. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls
that's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Texas A&M. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So
the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Falcons are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. A run with Freeman. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A dive and a catch. Incredible. First catch of the game for Evans. And he's got that 1st down. To throw, here's Winston. Quick throw here is complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Tampa. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. The extra point is good. And the Buccaneers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Freeman. Yeah. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but all the way down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. Pickup of 46 yards. 1st and 10.
Head to 60. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. A try here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll run here with Freeman. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now this time they'll look to throw. A pass taken in by Freeman. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Here's 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here's their punter now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Winston. Godwin working the right side. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send Evans in motion. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Winston. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game. and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
That is caught. What a throw. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He works free, right side. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Winston. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Jameis. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. As they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a screen set up for Freeman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime. Third down, 3 to go.
Let's go now.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback.
And he'll take it on in for Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-7 14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Winston. Going up top for Evans. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Here's first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bucs go up by 7. 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves...
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Winston going up top for Evans. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. In motion, it's Jackson. A 2nd down throw for Winston. Again, working deep downfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa. Point after try, forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Buccaneers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have it just past their 25.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Winston to throw on 1st down. Going up top for Evans. That is brought in. And he will dive into the end zone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Bucs tack on one more to their lead.
Buccaneers 42, Falcons 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Point after, coming up here. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers are able to extend the lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
70 Timberwolves. Set up.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go now.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Ready up.
Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? Come on. Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. A pass taken in by Freeman. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Winston. No chance at all. He'll go down.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get
a big hole. Still going. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 87 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The extra point, up and good. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the blitz as he looks nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best defenders, Mike, they have an ability to impact the game in a lot of different ways. I mean, take this guy. Earlier in the game, he comes up with a big interception. Now he gets sent on a blitz. He comes through for a sack. They better find out exactly where this guy is, both run and pass. He's having himself a great day. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air, and truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on downs. It's 1st down, and they'll run. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
His kick is good. And the Buccaneers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Let's go now. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready? Hut.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. To the air now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the air one more time. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go, set.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Let's go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
To the ground, a 1st down run. The ball's out. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
19 Lions. Ready? Set, go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks.